It's Erin again, and I'm going to give my how to do speech on barrel racing. As y'all know, that's my passion. I love to barrel race. I love to do that. First, you have to have a horse, obviously. Well, first let me tell you a little bit about barrel racing. Most people might not call it a sport because you're on a horse and, kind of like some people wouldn't call bull riding a sport. I call barrel racing a sport. Not only does the rider have to work hard and use his or her mind, but your horse has to be in shape, he has to know the pattern, and you have to work together as a teammate. Well, the first thing you need in barrel racing is a horse. Then whatever size or kind that you choose, preferably not a Shetland pony because they wouldn't be able to hold you or run around the barrels very fast. Then you need to have some reins. You can have a hackamore that goes across their nose or a bit that goes in their mouth, and when you pull back, it'll make them stop by pulling on their tongue, or make them stop by pushing down on their nose, or when you turn them, it pinches their tongue so they turn this way, or it puts pressure on whatever side of the nose that you're turning. Then you'll need a saddle, and you can get cheap saddles at Teskey's or Tractor Supply or something. Then you'll need a saddle blanket. You will need some boots for your horse. It's a protector and it also looks cute. And then you also will need boots of your own because you can stay on better, and if you have to have spurs, you can hook your spurs to your boots. So when you go to barrel race, you saddle up your horse, you get all of its gear on, and you go out to your barrels. Well, the barrels are set up that there's 2 right here, and then there's 30 feet apart each barrel. Here's the first barrel, here's the second barrel, and then back here is the third barrel. Okay, now when you're coming to the right barrel, you want to stick your foot in the side of your horse's, in his stomach, where the spur will push on him and make him go like this. And you want to keep your hand kind of up like this at an angle. And while he goes around, you want to hold it all the way. That way you have his nose right here. And as soon as you round that barrel, let him go and head off to the second barrel. And you'll be traveling this way to go to the barrel. Now every time you get to the barrel, you sit back and you say, whoa. That way they know that it's time to shut down to make the turn. So you're going to your second barrel. Again, this time you put your left foot in your horse's side. You bend your elbow like this, kind of like you're carrying a bucket of water, and kind of pull him. And as he wraps around the barrel, you let him go. And you're pushing him till the third barrel. Now the third barrel and the second barrel are the exact same, so you'll do the exact same thing. You'll put your left foot inside your horse's stomach, because your spur will get him right here. And then you bend your water bucket around, and he will turn. And as soon as he rounds that corner, you let him go and you whip him and you kick him, and when he gets past the timer, you say, whoa. And you tell him a good job and tell him that he did good, because everybody likes to know that they did well. Before you start your barrel race, you need to warm up, do a few laps trotting, which is kind of like a jog for humans, and then a lope, which is kind of like a sprint to humans or so, faster than a jog, medium. And you want to do that for a few minutes each direction, this way and then that way. And then after you get done running, tell them good job, and then cool them down. Cooling them down is where when they get done running, they're going to be breathing like this. So you want to walk him around until he's breathing like this. Nice and slow and peaceful, because if not, his muscles will tighten and his heart could explode. So then after that, you unsaddle him and you rinse his body off with the water hose if it's in the summer. If it's in winter time, just brush him down really good, and then put him up and then feed him, because now he knows that he did a good job. And so that's how you barrel race. Thank you.